hey, I want to try connecting one of these to that. All right, yes, I'm going to connect one of these to that, and let me tell you why. So I have a nice gaming slash workstation at home that works better than I need it to do. It plays everything that I play and then some, and yeah, no complaints. And then I have a laptop. So I recently upgraded my laptop. The old one that I had was just fine. I just wanted something a little bit smaller, and I also just slightly upgraded the CPU setup and all that stuff. But this one had a Thunderbolt port, and that made me wonder, could I use one of those eGPU things, the external GPU ports? And it turns out that, yeah, I can. With this laptop, I can do that. And the reason why I thought that was, so once a year, for the last 10-ish years, I've been going to Norway's biggest LAN party. And for the last 6 or 7 years, I have not brought a computer. I am a volunteer, so it's been totally fine. But I want to go back in time a little bit, and I want to bring my computer. Now, bringing my big tower from home, it's not an option for me. It's too far away. It's on the other side of the country, not practical for me. So I wanted to check, can I grab this, connect one of these, and use that for the trip? Because that would be easy, kinda. So today's sponsor, AliExpress, sent me this, and this is a eGPU. It's basically just an adapter to use a desktop graphics card in a laptop that supports Thunderbolt. And I've had some fun. Hey, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is AliExpress. Are you looking for amazing deals on just about anything? Check out AliExpress, your one-stop shop for millions of products at unbeatable prices. Whether you're hunting for the latest tech gadgets, trendy fashion, home essentials, or unique finds you won't find anywhere else, AliExpress has it all. Plus, with buyer protection and secure payment options, you can shop with confidence. And the best part, they deliver right to your door, no matter where you are. With sellers from around the world, you'll discover an incredibly variety and prices that won't break the bank. So why pay more? Head to AliExpress today and start saving on everything you love. AliExpress, shop smart, spend less. So what this is a really simple PCI to Thunderbolt adapter, and it allows me to use a normal power supply, so a normal desktop power supply and a normal desktop graphics card, and you can connect that with Thunderbolt to a laptop. Now there's a lot of different ones out there, and I got this just because it's the cheapest one that I could find that had power delivery, which means I can power my laptop through that same port, which makes it into a one cable connection, which isn't something that I necessarily need, but it is something that appeals to me. Just have that one cable and I'll be able to go. This came in a small box, packaged quite nicely actually, and it's just 2 screws, these two, to put it together. And then it also came with a 1/2 meter and a 2 meter the Thunderbolt cable. So the 1/2 meter one is in the kit, and then you pay a little bit extra and you'll get the 2 meter as well. For me, I don't really need the 2 meter, but if it's good enough to be in this kit, it's a cable that I want to have anyways, because I like to have good cables. So I just got that as an extra. and it also gives me the ability to not have to be right next to this adapter. So let's put this together and see how it works. Just a quick note, this is a little plastic clip that came in the box, and you put that on as a sort of a resting spot for the GPU. So put that on first, it's a tiny little screw. And then you'll grab your power supply and you can attach it to the back here. And that goes in. So once that is in, we connect the 24-pin ATX cable, and then we connect the 8-pin CPU cable. Now that is ready to go as of power, and then now we just need a graphics card. So I'll grab this tiny 1650 because it's easier to get in frame, and I'm just going to put that in there. There's a tiny screw here that I can use to attach it. Now this card doesn't need any extra power, so this is a 1650. They usually don't require extra power, but the other two, this 1080, it does require power, and also this 3080 does require power. So I'm using a 500 watt power supply that I had laying around. It turns out that it does make sense to be a hoarder. Now to connect this to my laptop, all I need is that cable connected there, and this one goes into my laptop. Now don't forget power. And it's on. Now all I need to do is connect the Thunderbolt cable to my laptop, and it's on. So this turns on automatically when you connect the cable. So if you're just going somewhere and you grab your laptop, you don't have to shut this down. It does that for you, and it works really well. It's pretty much instantly off and turns back within a few seconds. So it's really good. Now, does it work? Yep, it works. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. It makes it so you can connect your little desktop graphics card to a laptop. But there's a big but. I've been looking at videos and reviews for this thing, for the GPU adapter. And usually they claim you only lose a little bit and you can game with like all the settings to max with a high-end card. There's a big thing that they're missing. This is a $200 laptop. Now in Norway, that's very cheap. This has a 10210U, so it's an i5, 4 cores, 8 threads, but it's not a high-end CPU in any capacity at all. It's fairly weak, but it's also really power efficient, which makes it good in a laptop. So this is pretty much the cheapest laptop out there with a Thunderbolt connector. And this is important because this box does not make this into a gaming machine with some sort of magic. So I've tested the Page eGPU adapter with this 1650, this 1080 non-TI, and this 3080. And when you look at utilization, the 3080 is being used at maybe 40-45%, which makes it rather inefficient. It's a big card to grab and go on a travel. The 1080 is more in the 55 to 65% range for utilization. So it does give you the same performance as the 3080, but it doesn't have, it works a little bit harder to do it. Now, the 1650, it's 100% utilization, which means the 1650 matches better with the laptop, and so there should be a card between these two that would give me a better performance, and maybe I'll look into getting one of those in the future. If I find one used really cheap, maybe I'll pick it up. So how did I test all of this? Now, I'm not a tech tuber that does a lot of testing like this. So I just sat down and I looked at what kind of games do I like to play and what kind of games would people normally want to play. And then I try to make a small list. So I did 3D Mark Time Spy on everything. And then I did 3D Mark Steel Nomad on the 1080 and the 3080. And then I compared the results with CS2, so Counter-Strike 2, PUBG, GTA 5, and Cyberpunk. Now, I like to play GTA 5 and PUBG. I recently got Cyberpunk, and I want to just play it a little bit more, so that's on the list. Counter-Strike, I don't really play it, but it's a pretty universal esport title, and it should give me a good indication of how that would work. The results for me is that the 3080 just doesn't make sense. It's really big, it's expensive, and it doesn't get used. The CPU in the laptop is too weak to handle a 3080. So that is not an option for me. The 1080 could be an option, but it's still too big and I don't feel like I get to use it enough. It's still only being used like 55 to 65%, and dragging along this big of a card, I might as well build another computer to go to a LAN party. But it's once a year, I don't want to do that. So the 1650 right now is the one that I want to go for because it does all the games at a reasonable setting at reasonable frame rates. So I tested most of this at very high or high, and then I tested Cyberpunk at medium. And the 1650 can play Cyberpunk at medium just fine, which makes it a good option for me to travel. And this setup is just so tiny that it's easy to grab and go. Now, another thing about this tiny card is that I have this power supply that I pulled out of a computer years ago. It's a 250 watt, and this paired with this little 1650, it's a super compact little box that I can just pull with me no matter where I go. And I really like that. So that does mean that I have to do some custom stuff because this one doesn't have all the connectors that I need, but I can make that happen. The adapter comes with a SFX power supply adapter or plate, but that would mean that I would have to buy something more, and I'm trying to do this on the cheap. So hopefully I can get this 250 one to work, because that would be perfect. Tiny size, tiny box. Going into this, my intentions were to make a little box that I could put a GPU in and then go to an event. Now this 1650 is borrowed from a friend, so they'll get this back, and my plan was to use the 1080, but I think it's too big, and I might just invest the $50 that it is to get a 1660 Super, which is this guy's big brother, and do that instead. It should give me a little bit more performance, and it's the same size as this card, which is a good thing. And then I'll probably make a video about creating a box for this whole thing to get it ready for my trip, but that's going to be a couple of months out at this point. So I learned something. Hopefully you learned something, and that is that the CPU in this thing is way more important than you would think, and what a lot of review people seem to miss on this thing. The actual adapter itself, I absolutely love it, and I was initially just gonna use it for that one trip once a year, but seeing as how well this performs with this specific setup, with a really cheap low-end card and a really cheap laptop, I'll make a little media box out of the GPU adapter, and then I can use my laptop on my TV to do some casual gaming with a controller, because that is something that I often do. So if you want to get one of these, I will leave a link in the description. Remember, that is an affiliate link, so it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does give me a little bit of a kickback, and it does help support my projects on this channel. This is not the usual type of content that I do. You might have seen my other video about a portable screen, and I'm trying to expand this channel into a little bit more tech and 3D printing. I'm not giving up 3D printing, that's still my main hobby, but I am a tech guy. I like exploring tech, I like trying new things, and I want to keep doing that on camera as well. So hopefully I'll be doing some more computer, maybe phone related stuff in the future. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed, and yeah, thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll probably see you later.